I'm Neil Spencer. I'm retired now. I've been living in this parish nearly 30 years and I've really seen how nature has been hit. Our original pledge for nature was to identify our most important habitats, so our common grassland, our waterways and our ancient woodland. And we wanted to make a difference to all those habitats by spreading awareness about how vital and valuable they are, but also, where possible, taking practical action to help reverse the decline of nature. I always think the starting point is to work with people's passion. We know now that the environment is so important to people, nature is so important, we keep hearing again and again, and there's a massive public support for protecting the environment, but how do we get people taking those first steps? So the first thing we did was we asked people what they were passionate about in our parish. And so by asking people what their passion was, we then made up a list of actions that we could take to respond to their passion and continue to involve them in nature recovery in the parish of Ashreigney and Riddlecombe. Although Ashreigney is thought of as a very rural spot, actually when you look at it in detail you realise that even here nature is really taken a real big hit and is really suffering. It wasn't that many years ago that we could see swifts overhead, that we could hear cuckoos, but all that's gone. Here in Ashreigney and Riddlecombe, a very small rural parish, we've got a brilliant group of people who are reversing this decline in nature, and the Ashreigney and Riddlecombe Nature Recovery Group have been doing some great stuff since last summer. And today we're making swift boxes, but we've also, this is part of our effort to make 100 nest boxes to go up in our parish. The swifts have more or less disappeared from this parish. It's a real tragedy. So today we're assembling 30 swift nesting boxes, which we're going to give to householders for free. In return for having the free nest box, they will agree to monitor the nest box and buy a swift caller, which is an electronic device that is used to mimic the swift call and attract swift to those boxes. So today we're getting these boxes ready to be distributed next month. So often we feel overwhelmed. What could I possibly do as an individual to help our environment? What could I possibly do to reverse the decline of nature? The next steps are up to you. And don't be put off by the scale of the problem. Just take small, easy steps in your garden, on your small holding, to make space for nature, to value nature, to be really careful how your farming and gardening practices might have a negative effect on nature, and to think, if I did it this way, nature would have a real chance in my garden. We want to see our hedgehogs back. We want to see more frogs and toads in our garden. Those are things that we can do. We can put up bug houses so that we can encourage insects. We can grow plants that encourage pollinators. We can put up and grow our own vegetables so that we're more connected with nature, we're more aware of nature, and we're actually eating healthy food that we've grown ourselves. And this really makes a big difference, not just to nature, but how we feel ourselves, so we don't feel overwhelmed. Take these small steps, I think, can really help you feel that you are part of the solution. Get on the website and record your pledge for nature, whatever it may be, whether it's small or large.